Hey guys, welcome to this video. I hope you are doing great. I know I've been talking a lot about the problems of this property and my plans for the future and so on. I haven't shown so much about the progress or the little progress that I've made so far, but stay put and keep on watching, and let's check it out. So the current task that I'm working on is to clear the backside of the house from all these bushes and raspberry plants and then the tree root sprouts, or how to call them. There have been some bigger trees growing on the backside, and they have cut them down, and from the roots the new plants are emerging, growing up quite quickly. It's quite a tedious work, and I have this cutter to manually cut them down, and of course clearing from grass, this one as well. But yeah, it's still quite a tough task to finish this. It would take some time. It's a little bit patience trying. After 4 days of hard work, I managed to clear out the backside of the house, remove the trees, the root sprouts, the bushes and raspberry plants and whatnot. There is one tree remaining. I will cut that down. Left this big pile of my body is aching everywhere. What this reveals is that the previous owner has let some big trees grow up here close to the house, and I would like to remove those tree stumps, but I'm not exactly sure how I am going to do that. It will require some excavation machine or something like that, and then also need to kill off all those root sprouts so they don't come back, which they easily do otherwise. This task is about removing the remains of what I believe is an old apple tree or pear tree possibly. There is a little bit of a complication because this kind of cute rock is wrapped around the tree here, or what's remaining of the tree. So I've tried to remove it already, but it's stuck. So I'm planning to cut it down even further, and then maybe drill some holes here as well, and hopefully I can get it up and remove it and make the grass and the ground here even. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so after this fight with a tree stump, from which I'm completely exhausted, it's time to try to even out the ground here. It's quite bumpy and there are some holes and so on from after they've been driving with some trucks and so on. So I'm going to try to dig and even the ground out a little bit here, and then later on I will saw some grass, and hopefully it will grow without the birds eating all the seeds. So this side of the house also needs to be cleaned out. There's a kind of a small big maple tree growing here, but it's completely growing in a bow, so it's not going straight up. I think this is yeah, have to cut it down and get rid of it. There is a jasmine bush or plant growing as well, but I think I will keep that one, or if possible relocate it somewhere else. But no trees close to the, or bushes close to the house. So this is how it looks when I remove the maple trees and some raspberry plants and other random trees and stuff. I kept 2 jasmine plants here. They are cut down right now. Let's see how it turns out. Maybe I will remove one of them later on. These 2 birch trees are placed a little bit too close to the house, and it's when on windy days it's falling a lot of debris and so on, and leaves in the fall, clogging up the gutter and so on. I haven't really figured out how to cut them down safely. I don't want them to fall in the wrong direction, so to say, over the house. One of them is growing close to the fountain, so I need to consider that as well. But yeah, that's another task that I need to take care of before the fall, I think. The 2 birch trees growing in front of the house have been cut down. I enlisted help from a friend who is a little bit of a wizard with a motor saw, so he helped me cut them down, or he cut them down. I just watched. But they landed exactly where they were supposed to land, and so on. It looked very simple, but I'm sure it requires a lot of practice. Now I'm taking care of the wood, and it will become firewood for the fall and the winter and whatnot. So that's great. Another thing on the to-do list that's been checked. Now with the 2 big birch trees gone, I can start to replace the roof over this sitting area, or the terrace, or what to call it. The current roof is old, very fragile. There are holes on some places, and it's completely overgrown with moss. I don't think it's a big budget job or a very complicated, but it will have a big impact on the overall look and feel to this place. Currently it serves as a temporary storage area. talked many times on this channel about raspberries and those damn raspberry bushes growing everywhere. But these are a little bit special, and it's quite amazing that I haven't moved them down with the lawnmower. They have yellow berries, so yellow raspberries. They are quite sweet and frankly delicious, so lucky me. On the roof, I'm going to clear out the gutters here on the back side of the house, just packed with the gooey, I guess, decomposing dead leaves and stuff like that. It's completely blocked, or partly blocked at least, so, but it's kind of difficult to get access here to the gutter, because it's a sloping hill here on next to the house. But let's see. Wish me luck. Another task in progress is trimming of this hedge at the edge of the property. My dad has been helping me to cut it down. It hasn't been attended to in years or decades. We have cut it down until here. This is how it's been growing. So yeah, I don't know if you can see, but it's quite a lot, I would say. It's hard work, and then you get all this debris and the branches piling up here everywhere. The windows behind me are facing south, so they have been exposed to the elements the most, come rain, sun and snow and whatnot. They were completely dried out, and the sealing material around the glass had dried and fallen off in most places. So I have scrubbed them down with a metal brush, and then oiled them and painted a layer of foundation, and then now brown color, which I think is very fitting to the rest of the house. I also added like a list here in metal sheet, like a I don't know what to call it, a drip list that will let the water from the windows and so on run down drop down on the ground instead of on the facade. So that has been done. What is remaining is to add sealing material around the glass again, a fresh batch, so to say. Here behind me, this area is covered in raspberry plants. But these are not mother plants. They are from root sprout. So I'm planning to remove those, and if I feel like I want to have more raspberries, I will buy new plants and plant here. The raspberries on these are all very, very small and a little bit deformed, or in some sense. I have other plants that gives big and tasty raspberries, so I'm planning to move those over here and then maybe buy a few new ones. But I need to dig these up, and it's gonna be hard work. As for the veranda or the porch here, I will put on some tree oil on the top parts here, and the benches, the sitting area, and also on the floor, to protect it a little bit against the rain and the snow in the winter. I have prepared a little bit. I have brushed it with a metal brush, and then after that I have scrubbed it down with the water and the detergent. So now it's tree oil. Sometimes when I sit here in front of this view and the sun is shining like this in the evening, it's about 8 o'clock, I lean my head back and listen. The wind is slightly blowing, moving the leaves on the trees. I can hear a crow or a raven in the far. Some bird is singing, the grass is waving, and I cannot help but laughing a little bit, and I cannot understand how lucky I was that I had the courage to buy this house. It's been a lot of work so far, but it's been also a lot of joy. Especially the timing, I think, was very good. It's early spring, or in the spring here in Sweden, and then having the summer to enjoy this. It's been great. These are the things that I've been working on at the house lately. I've also been working in the garage, preparing to tear down the roof and repair that one as well, but that would be in a separate video. So this is it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope I see you in the next one.